Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. So looking at the 4-hour chart for ADA, situation basically unchanged. Had a little bit of volatility and we see a little bit of a sell-off as we're heading into the weekend. Could be a red weekend. Highlighted that earlier on Discord and Telegram because we are obviously, we've seen a bit of a sell-off today. We haven't seen enough really to say we are breaking down, but obviously it's another possibility now that we've seen a bit of a sell-off today and Bitcoin, Ether are potentially starting to break below certain key levels there. And yeah, that C wave that we're waiting for on their charts could be playing out. Obviously, ADA could be affected as well. We're still watching for a pullback here on the ADA chart. Would like to see that wave 4 to a degree play out. That should be a pullback. But first of all, let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. That's unchanged. We have here our wave 1, our wave 2, our wave 3 that could be finished. And now we are watching if the wave 4 is starting. And then we should still get a wave 5. Similar to the Solana chart, somewhat, yeah. Hasn't performed that well. But from a structural point of view, also similar to some of the other charts at the moment that are in a wave 4 correction. So looking at ADA here, yeah, this is where we have a little bit of uncertainty. But from previous videos, you know that we are looking for a top in this region. Certainly my view is that the highest probability part of this rally is done. Two possibilities that I see. So either the third wave is still running. If that's the case, then we would get an extension. But with the latest price action here that pushed to the downside, this is certainly getting challenged. But that's not the idea anyway, yeah, that the third wave is extending, not at the moment. The idea would be that the wave 4 has possibly started. And then we have our A wave down, yeah, here possibly a high B wave. That could still get one more push higher if it really wants to. But overall, we are looking for a top in this region, yeah. We're looking for a top in this region. But I cannot confirm that we are really coming down in the C wave of wave 4. Until we break below the 54 cent level. That level needs to break. Until then, I mean, a high B wave obviously was sort of on the agenda, was at least something we had to expect because the move down was only in 3 waves. So it's possible this was really the A wave, the move that bottomed on Monday it was, around 51 cents. Then we had a 3-wave move up in the B wave. Yeah, can get another extension, then it's turning into a WXY. But below the 54 cent level, we should see this move down play out. So what are really the key levels? So for me, it's really that 54 cent level. That's what I would call the X wave low. If that level breaks, that WXY will be invalidated. And we had a very simple ABC structure. And we topped here on Thursday at around 68 cents with a 3-wave move. So therefore high B wave, yeah, like that. And then we should be moving down. At the moment, it seems like we could be coming down more directly, but we'll see. So let me shift the B wave here. Again, not ruling out that we could still extend higher, but let's keep it simple on the chart. If it still extends higher, that was the dog. If it still extends higher, then I would still call it a B wave, yeah? As long as it happens above the 54 cent level, yeah? So, but yeah, either way, the B wave should form a top somewhere there. The move down in a C wave would be a 5-wave move. And yeah, the question will be, that move down that we would call a C wave, is this going to be all of wave 4? Or is it only going to be the A wave of a larger ABC structure that could send us down into this support region between 34 and 43.8 cents. That's what time will tell. We can look at the indicators as well. But for now, it's still consolidating at a very high level. And let's explore if we can actually add a trend line here. Yep, so ADA is now coming to a key point here. So I would pay attention to that trend line, see what ADA does with it. If we get a break below, I think that would already shift probabilities further to the idea that finally this C wave has started. And yeah, what else can I say? I mean, what we can do is look at the indicators. Let's see if we have the. Let's add the RSI. I don't think I've got it actually on the chart here. Looking at the relative strength index, and if we take a look at the 4-hour, yeah, you see that now the RSI on the 4-hour is at the lowest point since actually end of November. So something's changing here. Yeah, we're breaking below 50, and we seem to be sustaining there. So that again adds to the idea that we indeed could be in this fourth wave, which is what we want to see, because after that a fifth wave likely unfolds. So it's not even oversold, so still has some space to drop. No bullish divergence, so yeah, still could go a little lower. Daily time frame showed a bearish divergence, but still very high. So obviously on the 4-hour chart, we're getting back into the bearish territory. It's very much possible that here on the daily, we're still staying embedded above 50. But for now, on this time frame, I think the 4-hour is quite relevant. Let's see. I mean, that the trend line basically is now, if we break below sort of 58 cents, then the trend line is broken, and then it should, we should also see the break below 54, and then 51 would confirm further that we are here heading down in a larger corrective pattern. So overall then, you know, the third wave reached our upside target. Have a little bit of chopping around here, which is normally for corrections, especially for wave 4s. We often get fake outs. We know that, so we can sort of prepare for that. You can never really predict so-called fake outs, but you can prepare for them. Yeah, there is not much more to add. So I think in the next few days we'll know a little bit more. Could become a red weekend. We'll see. But I mean, as I said, you know, another high in wave B is possible. But yeah, it seems likely that we're forming a top in this particular region. Just note that we first need to see micro support levels break before we can confirm a top. Otherwise, we are just at risk of understanding that, you know, maybe that we assume, you know, a top is in, whereas it's actually a corrective pullback and we'll still see another extension. But the risk for that will reduce significantly if we break below that 54-cent level. So it might be worth just waiting for confirmation. Okay, that's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.